Starting 5 pera ng Adelaide ang ating kababayan kontra sa Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. Patuloy na binibigyan ng momentum ni Coach CJ Bruton ang ating pambato na si Kai upang mas lalong mapansin pa ito ng mga NBA scout na patuloy na inaantabayanan na matapos ang kontrata ni Kai Sotto sa Adelaide. Kaya naman panuorin natin ang highlights ng laro ni Kai Sotto na bumuhay sa arena.
The other night, never shy. Also had a stint with the 36ers way back.
Had a season-high game of 30 points against Tasmania early this season. There's Adelaide on cue for you, Pete Hooley.
This is what happens. You send a guy who struggled the other night to the free throw line to get his eye in, feels really good about it. Then you go underneath the ball screen and let him stroll into a three ball. So he's just hit 2 free throws and you go underneath the ball screen. He's going to take that every single time.
But the great thing about having a guy like Kyle Adnam, a crafty, trusty, experienced veteran, coming off your bench, if you're undermanned, which they are.
At the Phoenix after also a 1-year stint at Sydney. Kyle Adnam, he's been around, but he's found home at the Phoenix. He was feeling hot. Just goes a little cool as that one rims away for Cleveland to take the rebound.
Again, Dane Pinot, he's not going to go up and block and meet anybody at the rim. Just going to play really solid. Just stays down on that one. Tony's Cleveland tries to force something. It was a good cut from Sunday Detch. But 9 points already on the board for the Phoenix.
Sotto. Always creating so much attention in the Philippines, and down low, Robert Franks.
Just great offense. That out-of-bounds play, real good pick. Wide open layup for Franks.
And now Adnam draws the foul.
Doing a really good job putting his head to the basket. Adelaide are having trouble. I mean, obviously, they give up 90-plus points per game, so defensively hasn't been their strong suit. Defense, I'm sorry. So Adnam getting to the paint. So far in this quarter, Southeast Melbourne Phoenix have had no problem doing it.
Detch picks up his first foul. Haven't there been some headaches for that man, Simon Mitchell? Compared to some of their wins mid-season, they have since lost Joe Chi, Ryan Brockhoff, Gary Brown and Alan Williams. Victim of that Brisbane game. 3 NBA men and your assist-leading import core.
Those are some huge outs. It's pretty much their rotation.
Well, it is. And again, this could be a bit of a silver lining, though, for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, because up until the last game, there was a lot of question marks around their bench production. We heard Simon Mitchell in the press conference, and there he is again. Dane Pinot, just in the right spot.
Good job
at the
by
right
Junior
time.
Madud, finding him on the old board.
So all the question marks around their bench, now they have no choice but to play these guys. You get the confidence in them to continue to produce. By the time the season rolls around, it's business end of the year, Ryan Brockhoff comes back, Gary Brown, Alan Williams, then that bench is already feeling confident and you're playing finals basketball, and we know how important the bench is in finals. They're going to be feeling really good about themselves. It's all about just continuing to steady the ship, get as many wins as you can until you get to full strength, and they're going to give this a real shake.
This is a huge game for both teams, but definitely Adelaide, to keep their chances alive. They'll actually, I believe, jump into the top 6 if they get this win.
Dane Pinot makes the back end after the big triple from Sunday Detch. 13-9 early in the first quarter on Christmas Eve at Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Southeast Melbourne having won 7 of their last 9 games. Adelaide their last 2, and again from outside Adelaide deliver. It's the same hand, Detch.
That'll feel good. Sunday Detch went through a bit of a shooting slump a few weeks ago, and last few games he started to find his stroke.
Adnam blows past McCarran and drops the shot.
8 points already for Kyle Adnam.
Listen, you know he's a threat from the 3, so it has to be a hard closeout, but he put the ball on the deck again. Adelaide not doing a good job keeping the Phoenix out of the paint. Ooh, okay. AC Uno talking that talk.
Yeah, loving it. Mitch Creek giving it back as well. That's what you want on your Christmas Eve.
That's right.
It's the festive season. It's the season to be giving, and they're giving each other a bit of lip, and they're giving each other problems at both ends.
They're giving each other buckets and very limited defense. That's what we want.
That's what we want. I don't know if Adelaide want that, but we're fine with it from over here.
Here's McCarran. The spin fade away, and he drops the shot. Nice move, Mitch McCarron. 5 minutes gone. 33 points scored. It's the Phoenix by 1, undermanned but fighting hard after a performance against Brisbane. Their coach labelled tremendously gutsy. After that double overtime win, they then had that pickup game because of New Zealand's COVID drama against Brisbane.
3 days' notice.
Won that one, and they're trying to take down Adelaide, but if Mitch McCarron keeps delivering shots like that, it will be easier said than done. Ruben Tarangi out there. His first shot off the mark.
Slow down the ball. Never mind. Robert Franks.
Got a little bit lucky. Robert Franks was on his way to a basket. Nobody stopped the ball.
There's the Adelaide coach. When it comes to the Phoenix coach, he recognised Adelaide's strength. Once they get into open court and free-flowing, they're very dangerous. The intent will be to slow them down. And here's Nick Marshall, seeing good minutes this year, a development player who sets up Robert Franks.
It's just a beautiful take by Franks. I like the fact Franks is uber aggressive. Obviously, that matchup between he and Mitch Creek, but also with them under man, Mitch Creek can't get in foul trouble early. So that's just an opportunity for Robert Franks to...
Doesn't have the ball.
Adams was injured.
Adnan for Tarangi in the corner, way off the mark and put back by Trey Kell.
Fell asleep. Good heads-up play from Kyle Adnam. Shot clock was running down on that inbounds pass. Take advantage of someone who's fallen asleep.
It's Cleveland. You can't fall asleep on him. He kicks it out for Robert Franks, who bumps away from Tarangi. Can't finish. And it's off southeast Melbourne, so Adnam was desperate. Kai Sotto draws the foul. He'll go to the line. The Filipino.
Well, it's often taught with Kyle Adnam, you love the hustle, but you can't throw it back underneath your opponent's basket.
What did he take with him there? The chicken nuggets, the fish fillets?
I tell you that, if I was in that seat, I'm going right to find the attendant. Look,
100%.
I need a whole new order.
I'm gonna look here.
On Kyle Adnam. Thank you.
Oh, looking at.
Here they go.
Oh, didn't even get to him.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
She got to go back upstairs.
100% get a refill, and while they're refilling it, just quickly, you got 10 seconds, pick them up off the floor, you get double.
So 40-35, southeast Melbourne, defying what many thought might happen tonight, given their injuries and unavailabilities, given the form of Adelaide in recent weeks. But they're 12 wins so far, southeast Melbourne, most in the league.
Oh, they're back. That was quick.
So they were party pies, weren't they?
Hey. Oh, there's probably nothing worse.
When you got premium seats, that food better come quick.
You got party pies for Christmas lunch tomorrow, Pete, before you head up to the Kudos Bank Arena for Sydney, Melbourne?
Oh, you know what? I might have to do a little stop at Hungry Jack's. I might have to do my little Christmas lunch.
So Adelaide back within 4. McCarron guarded by Adnam. He splits Adnam and Tarangi. Can't get the sort of bounce he was after. And Creek collects another rebound. Adnam left alone to shoot successfully.
That is not a good closeout.
Correct.
That's not a good closeout.
Spot on. Sunday Detch, he's already hit 2 threes.
He got 16.
It's a lazy closeout. It's literally trying to show the coach, I've got my hand up. If he shoots over me, so what? You have to run him off the three-point line.
He's got 16 at 5 of 7, including 3 from 4 outside Corey.
He just, again, slips into that starting point guard role. We know what he can do.
And that's good for Harris, talking about young players. Byram Harris.
Harris, tough. Showed great promise last year. Earned himself a multi-year deal, if I'm correct. But man, Mitch Creek, nobody stops the ball.
Hand was down, then he put it up late on the Amy replay. Sunday Detch. Granted,
come on now, you know better than that, Sunday.
Well, in the end, he had to guard the ball twice, which you don't want defenders doing either. So Antonius Cleveland's just got to be probably another step more aggressive and go and get Kyle Adnam and allow Detch to stay on Mitch Creek until they figure out their matchups.
But you know what that comes down to? Communicating, talking. I got the ball. You go get Kyle.
Owen Foxwell spots an opening and it closes illegally.
He's going to go to the free throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he was going to pass that to the corner. But the foul came at the right time, and I think he's going to be rewarded with 2 shots.
Don't forget this year, thanks to Latrobe Financial, we're giving away a guaranteed 50k. It's already sitting there, ready to go to the winner. Enter at nbl.com.au/legends.
Simon Mitchell, so it was a baseline ball after the referees had a chat. He was 100% trying to pass it, but I thought the foul came at a time where it looked like he picked it up, and you could have made that case well and truly that he was trying to get a layup after that. Oh, I think I'm with Simon Mitchell on this one.
So, called a shooting foul, sending him to the line, but let's see what Simon Mitchell comes up with here in terms of forcing the replay centre to make an adjudication. No, it's not a challenge. This is just a normal timeout.
I think it's just a normal timeout. He had the conversation about it. He was adamant that he was going to go to the free throw line, but I don't think he's going to be rewarded.
Ayan, sa mga hindi pa nakapag-like and share sa live
It's a
na natin
call,
ngayong
Adnan.
araw, let's please like and share.
What a
Pabutin po
first half
natin
he has
ng
had.
500 likes,
A
mga
game
lads.
high 16 points on 5 of 7 from the field, as I mentioned a short time ago.
You can.
Oh, this is something they can do right now. We've
On the floor, now it's Owen Foxwell. Creek, guarded by Galloway. Still there for Southeast Melbourne. It falls for Kyron Galloway.
And he is in that open court.
Cleveland with the fadeaway, left it short, but Sotto is there to put a lid on it.
love the energy from Kai Sotto. That's what he's got to do. Sonny is Cleveland. When he gets out on the break, he's really tough to stop. But Kai Sotto put a lid on it.
2-point ball game.
Yeah, important possession for Southeast Melbourne. In front of the game, but trying to take some oxygen out of Adelaide right now in the shadows of half-time. It will be a 36ers ball.
Adelaide show glimpses when they get stops, how good they are. We get an opportunity to see them in the open court.
Right now, if the Phoenix are going to roll out both Kyle Adnam as he goes to the bench, that Kyle Adnam and Owen Foxwell on, they've got guards like Cleveland and
Post
McCarran who
up.
like to post up. You've got to pick one of them and try and go at them to create a mismatch.
Mentioned Southeast Melbourne's road success. Well, Adelaide in a run of home games, 6 of 7 at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. And again, it's Harris to get the job done.
Well, that was, again, designed for Mitch McCarran to post up against Owen Foxwell, but Hiram Harris went away from the play in the NFL to Mitch McCarran. So that's what I'm talking about. The ball's not in Mitch McCarran's hand.
Pabutin po natin.
Winding well and truly by the time the ball went near the hoop. Owen Foxwell.
Stay away from the hook shot, Cleveland.
Oh, wow. He gave it a really good wind-up, too.
Sure did.
Here is that mismatch they're trying to hunt. Now, you've got to make sure there's movement, player movement. Everyone's standing still for the Adelaide 36ers after they get to here.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. So that's exactly why Hiram Harris did well to move out of the way and take the digging help away, but then everyone just stood still.
I think move with a purpose. I like when do a hard cut. Make your defender really respect that your cut.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you're spot on.
yan.
Again, you credit the Phoenix. They just put their body in the right position.
Well, who's going to lead this at half-time? 50 seconds left, 47 each.
We going in tied.
2-for-1 opportunity here for Adelaide if they get a good look.
Ditch brings them into the front court. Sotto, Cleveland, Galloway and McCarran out there for the 36ers. And McCarran loses his grip. Ruben Tarangi to Foxwell.
You can see Mitch Creek on the far side. Originally, he wanted the 2-for-1 after that turnover, but now they're happy to settle and just get a really good shot before halftime.
Creek, fake. Trey Kell off the mark, and the rebound is collected by Robert Franks. Sunday Ditch with 10 seconds left in the half. McCarron drives and gets the right sort of roll for his crowd on Christmas Eve. Can they find some energy to start this second half? Madut working baseline for Pino. Unsuccessful, they come away empty.
It's a better defensive possession by Adelaide.
Sotto's long reach wasn't enough there for the Sixers. Trey Kell pulls up for three. That's what they needed.
No one declared the ball. No, Trey Kell didn't do a whole lot offensively in the first half, but you don't want to let him feel good about himself. Had a phenomenal game the other night. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Oh, he's a great two-way threat.
He has been playing some really good basketball, and guy who's been quiet in the first half, the last thing you want to do is give a shooter a wide open look.
That's good from McCarron. Made that look much easier than it was. Just back to Trey Kell. Yeah, those 10 rebounds, 6 assists you mentioned, Pete. They were season highs for Trey Kell. 17 points just behind the 24. He's had a couple of times as his season high or his NBL high.
Now, you don't mind guards crashing the boards. And again, Alan Williams hurt his ankle in that game, but did really well to tough it out. Normally, if you're a big guy who's a great rebounder like Alan Williams is, you flat when the guards come in and steal those.
Been tough for Mitch Creek so far. Robert Franks, well, he had plenty of room. There's not enough.
Team possession.
Adnam draws a whistle.
You hit him in the head.
Foul called on Antonius Cleveland. You heard the explanation.
Yeah, spot on.
Yes.
First glance, it looked like it was a bit of a ghost call, but explanation right there. You hit him in the head. Easy call.
Yeah, I had a chat.
So Adelaide trying to beat Southeast Melbourne for the first time this season. In what is their final meeting of the regular season. Adnam whips it across court for Kell, who drives the lane and goes high over the hole. It's collected by Pino. He can't score. And Kai Sotto shuts it down for Adelaide.
Again, another good defensive possession.
The rebound to Creek.
Able to finish. It's Creek. Kicks it to Kell for
his second triple of the quarter, Corey.
What happened to Kyle Adnam in the first quarter? You let him feel good from the free throw line. Hits a three after that. Trey Kell walked into the three about a couple of minutes ago, so he's feeling good. You didn't pick him up then, and now he hits a contested one in the corner.
George Earl Trey Kell the third. It's some name, and he's putting it up in lights here in the third quarter. With the rebound there. They can level it up right here. Junior Madut sets his feet, can't finish, and they stay three adrift. The crowd realising how important a stage of the game this is. Sotto kicks it on for Detch. Now Sotto works his way to his range and delivers.
Great decision.
Sotto.
That offense went nowhere. Everything was around the three-point line and didn't settle. Realised he had some time left on the shot clock, put the ball on the floor, got all the way down to the hoop. Just having some sort of game, Kai Sotto. 7 points, 8 boards.
Now it's Cleveland cutting to the rim off. Mitch McCarron with the and one to come, Corey.
as he calls for the crowd to get into it. To see Cleveland with that quick bounce. I thought he was going to reverse that. Super athletic Trey Kell with the Amy replay. Wide open three in transition. Mitch Creek finds him again. Back-to-back triples for him. Mitch finds his guy.
Surely, as Ruben Tarangi finds Trey Kell. Now Owen Foxwell, tough shot. Can't get it to go. And here's Antonius Cleveland.
And he's going to the line for two. Smart move.
Very smart.
Scores mentality. And we all know, since we've been watching what Adelaide teammates want to get him.
And a playbook.
Love it.
He just walks out the door each morning and follows his feet.
Does it in transition too. That's all he's got to do.
(74-69). 1 minute gone in the fourth. Adelaide in seventh, right on the edge of the playing bracket. Southeast Melbourne third, hoping to finish the regular season in the top two. Guaranteed finals position.
Good one-on-one defense. Oh, my goodness, and here he is,
And
taking off.
Cleveland.
Who needs a playbook when you got that quick hands? Great one-on-one containment defense first and then pokes it away. See you later.
And suddenly it's 7 the advantage. The 12 games of Christmas. This is day 11 of 14 straight days of live NBL action.
Oh, another phenomenal one-on-one defensive possession.
They're winning it at the defensive end at the moment, Adelaide.
Got to lob it up.
Ditch. Robert Franks called by Sotto.
Well, I missed him. It was on Foxhall, Kai Sotto, underneath the hoop. That ball was just going to go up anywhere near the top of the square.
Nice ball movement, but Mitch McCarron shuts it down, and Kai Sotto goes down.
Mitch McCarron comes out of nowhere. What looked like 2 points. They will now
Ayan,
take it out of
salamat sa
bounds. Great
nag-send ng
one-on-one
kanilang
defense.
donation via
I mean, what do we
GCash.
expect?
Ayan,
He
and
is
salamat
the
din
reigning
kay
defensive player of the year.
Maymay Abuzo for sending
Easy
donation sa
finish.
GCash po natin, mga lods. Ayan,
Do not
maraming salamat
Dribble the
at
ball
maligayang Pasko po sa
around.
inyo.
Don't over-dribble it. That's
Cleveland. That's for sure.
And back to Mitch McCarron. Good block. I mentioned he contributes in so many ways, leading rebounder for Adelaide 5 times this season, leading their assists 8 times this season, leading scorer at times as well. Now, Torrey Smith-Milner, his shot short. Sotto the rebound. And here come the 36ers again.
You can smell the 36ers understanding they get this opportunity for them to try and open this game up.
McCarron, he's deep in his bag. His handles. I know he normally thinks of his offense last after looking at everybody else to get a shot first. How's the handles on it?
Just repeating that news from John Casey. Mitch McCarron sporting a broken nose that will need stitches
Second time.
post-game.
Broke it again.
Missing free throws.
How many broken noses for you, Corey, during your career?
1.
You remember who the assailant was?
No, I was here though in Australia when I broke it.
Well, 2 in the matter of a few weeks, Mitch McCarron. You're getting awfully close to a mask, surely.
Creek finds Trey Kell baseline. And he turns it over. And now Torrey Smith-Milner commits the foul.
Just another
White 18.
really good defensive possession. They have stepped up in this fourth quarter.
Ayan, shoutout pala kay Maymay Abuzo.
Confusing as to why they struggle across the course of a whole game. Mitch McCarron, we know, is an exceptional defender. Sunday Dech has been, and the reigning defensive player of the year. So you've got those 3 out there on the court at the same time.
Why are they not clicking?
Franks.
Are they clicking right now when it matters?
So Southeast Melbourne's earlier lead of 10 points is now matched by Adelaide. 10 points. Adelaide, no Anthony Drimmick tonight because of illness. They haven't played their new import, Ian Clark. They're out by 10. And the foul there from Kai Sotto. But his fatigue starting to catch up with the Phoenix. No Gary Brown, Alan Williams, Joe Chi has left, Ryan Brockhoff missing as well.
Well, it's bound to happen eventually. And in the end, it's...
Mitch McCarron and Sunday Dech.
Oh, so if you're just tuning in and seeing that, so Mitch Creek is credited for the 2 points thanks to Kai Sotto not being able to grab that ball off the hoop and give everybody burgers.
In the end, was forced to take that room and almost scored by accident.
Really good minutes tonight from Torrey Smith-Milner. Just 14 minutes, but he's got 9 points. Southeast Melbourne just hanging around.